I'm Dr. Scott Fuller. I wanted to bring you an important restless leg syndrome update. If you are seeing this video, my first video on restless leg syndrome, I'm going to ask you to go and review my other videos about these subject matters. Go to my YouTube page and watch Restless Leg Syndrome from about 2 years ago. Also, the second video I want you to watch is one called Magnesium, Restless Legs, and Heart Symptoms video. There are more details in there that I don't want to cover here today, but there are more details in those videos you definitely want to review and not just go with the information here. Touching on some of those prior issues in those videos, we talked about solutions for restless legs. One of them is extremely easy: water. I would say on average 80% of the people that come into my chiropractic office are chronically dehydrated. Now, once again, this is not medical advice. If you're going to increase your water, as an example, check with your doctor first. I have another video that you want to review called Water Rules, meaning the rules about drinking water, how to make sure that you're getting enough water into your body. A lot of older people are afraid and don't follow the advice because they don't want to get up at night and pee more. So what I suggest on the Water Rules video is front end the day with your water. Drink almost all of your water in the morning and the early afternoon. Taper it down, and then almost none or none at all after dinner. So start the day by drinking water. A rough guide is half your body weight in ounces. And again, you have to check with your doctor, particularly if you're on medication, particularly if you have kidney disease, and so on and so on. Always check with your doctor. Okay, water rules. That's one solution for restless legs that help people tremendously. Number two is magnesium. That's the magnesium video I talked about. We also have discussed stopping calcium. Now, do not add magnesium to your life. Do not stop calcium if you're taking it until you check with your doctor. With that said, on my magnesium and restless legs video, I talked about case after person after situation, getting better, eliminating all of these chronic, terrible restless leg syndromes by adding magnesium, taking calcium away. So that's worked really well. Look into that. This is critically important. I've had people writing me from around the world asking recommendations on what to do. I've had people send me pictures of the magnesium that they're taking. So this is very important. Pay attention. Very, very important. The form of magnesium matters. Do not get any supplements that contain, this is my opinion now, this is my opinion because these things don't work and they can be a major problem for some people. Do not get magnesium oxide. Avoid any products that have magnesium glutamate and magnesium aspartate. If you want more information on why you stay away from glutamate and aspartate in any processed food whatsoever, including magnesium supplements, consult Dr. Russell Blaylock's information, Dr. Russell Blaylock. He'll go into it. Also look at the website truthinlabeling.org. That's the magnesium story. The magnesium forms that you want to try are malate, glycinate, threonate, chloride, citrate. There's a few others. That's most of them. The one that we have in my office is from a company called Ortho Molecular Products. However, it doesn't look like they ship internationally besides Canada. I just asked the company that, so I'm waiting for a response. What some people are doing around the world, other people that have contacted me, is they're going to Dr. Carolyn Dean's website, and apparently she does ship internationally. Her organization does. Number three, before I get to the most important update on restless legs, very important update, so stay with me. Number three is chiropractic care. We have found that any spinal condition, cervical problems, thoracic, lumbar problems, can cause restless legs at night. And I've seen some patients with the addition of specific chiropractic care and sticking with these spinal stretches. I've seen people that responded to chiropractic care and then they stopped and the problems came back, and or they were going with chiropractic and it might have helped some, but they weren't doing their spine stretches as I recommend every day. When they up their spine stretches, particularly in the evening, that did well. So go to my YouTube page, Watch that first video on my homepage, Spine Exercises by Chiropractor. Check those out. That's worked for some people. And now here's the important update. Here's the important update. In the past 2 weeks, this just happened last week, a 70-year-old woman, I talked to her about her on the prior Restless Leg show. She was 69 at the time, now she's 70. She did wonderful. We added magnesium, took away calcium, and had her crank up her water. And she said, I'm great. It was awful, now I'm great. She came into me last week. She said, I had an awful night. My legs were jumping and so forth. So we had a long discussion. I peppered her with a bunch of questions. Water intake, fine. Magnesium, solid. Calcium, I'm avoiding. Any change in nutrition? No. Did you exercise late at night? That can stir things up a little bit, because that's what happens to me if I do like a harder track workout running at night. That might make my legs jump a little bit. No. I kept on peppering her. Finally, she said, you know, I had iced tea in the afternoon that afternoon before that evening. I had iced tea, and it was regular iced tea, which means that there was caffeine in it, which made her legs jump that night. Did you follow that? Did you follow that? She had iced tea made from regular tea, which had caffeine in it. Not a lot, but it was enough to turn the tide in her case, and her legs jumped. We went into it because she said, usually I have herbal tea, and of course that's fine because there's no caffeine in it. She said, I will immediately go back to making my own iced tea, and I'm going to make it with herbal tea. There is your update. Then I had another woman coming back to see me after not seeing me for a while. So she's coming in, she's got some neck pain and back pain, and she's a home care nurse, and she's got some terrible spinal problems, and she's helping some older people, and she's just a wonderful person and really digging in and helping people. But because of the lifting and helping people at home, she's injuring her back, so she's coming back in. She said, I've got terrible restless legs. I've had it for 400 or 500 years. What do I do? So we had the whole thing. I sent her to the video, the water, the magnesium. Are you taking calcium? Went into all this kind of stuff. And then I peppered her. I told her the story about this woman that I just told you about. She says, oh my goodness. She said, I stop at the store and I get the iced tea every day in the afternoon. I said, you have to stop that. And of course, because I'm the bad news doctor, right? She's like, oh. Because she's like, her favorite drink. She said, I thought I was doing so well. And we agreed. We said, it's way better than soda. It's way better than diet soda. But it's that caffeine that's setting her off. I said, could you make your own herbal iced tea at night on your own? She says, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So she's going to do that, and we're going to see the outcome. But there you go. Check your water. More in the morning, in the afternoon, less in the evening. Look at the magnesium. Consider with your doctor's consultation not taking calcium for a while. Go to Dr. Carolyn Dean's website if you need more information. If you're watching this internationally and you can't get a good magnesium in a store that is avoiding the magnesium oxide, the magnesium aspartate, the magnesium glycinate, look at Dr. Carolyn Dean's company. She might be able to ship to you internationally. And then look at this. No caffeine after the morning. No caffeine after the morning. And as a last thing, if you're a 2-cup of coffee drinker, knock it down to 1. Less caffeine in the morning can make you jump less at night. Plus, less caffeine is going to be less chance of heart arrhythmias. Less caffeine is going to help you sleep 12, 14 hours later, and so forth. Consider these things. Let me know how you do. Good luck. I'm Dr. Scott Fuller.